letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
Hey, Froggy.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Monday, 11/26/2018. If you're new to the Patriot Hour, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, toggle the switch to work with you and your device in the best possible manner. Again, just rolling out of a long holiday weekend. I hope everyone had a great time with family, friends, plenty of food, if that's what you do. Okay, getting back to the grind, we need to pay attention this week. We got some new QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, updates, drops, and we're going to get right into them, folks. I just, again, wanted to tell you, we are so blessed with the Patriot Hour, the Patriot Tech, the Patriot Hour 2.0 live channel. We're nearing the 57,000 subscribers on the Patriot Hour. Earlier this week, kicking back into the Patriot Tech, we only had like 350 subscribers. 5-6 days here later, we got 1,300. So again, it's been, you guys are truly navigating and beating the system, helping us get the message to you, and you guys are spreading the word. So we truly appreciate it. Okay, without any further ado, let's jump into these QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, updates, and get them read. Okay, the last one we would have went over here was 2498 on the 20th of November. We are now at 2499. This came at 7:52, just before 8 p.m. last night. So 1952 military time. And they've labeled this "Everything Stated Has a Purpose." So we get a repost from Q of a 11/21/18. Or this is on the 20th, which was the Hill article, the GOP to hold a hearing into the DOJ's probe of the Clinton Foundation, December 5th. All right, Huber coming to town. D5, nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. This election was not about fixing the economy, trade, borders, military, protecting our children. All, but also about another corrupt politician or insider can simply undo it. So they weren't going to fix all this stuff, all right? This election wasn't just about fixing the economy, trade, borders, military, protecting our borders and children, so that the very next corrupt politician or insider can basically undo it all, pull the Band-Aid off. This is going to be a permanent solution, a permanent fix, all right? It'll be real clear here moving forward, folks, with politicians. When they go to do something, it'll be real clear. We're going to get rid of this humanitarian crisis executive order Trump put in, and after everything's fixed, possibly, and then the next guy takes all that off, and it's his first thing that he wants to get done is undo this executive order for humanitarian. And then we start seeing things slip around the world, kids coming up missing again, and we're all like, hey man, so it should be real clear from here forward with who we deal with. So this was not simply another 4-year election, but a crossroads in our history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control of our government. All right, those are out of Trump's speech. Crossroads in our history. Panic in D.C., all right. House of Cards JPEG. We got a Twitter here, the real Donald J. Trump. Clinton Foundation donations dropped 42%, which shows that they illegally played the power game. They monetized their political influence through the foundation. During her tenure, State Department was put in the service of the Clinton Foundation, Andrew McCarthy. Everything stated has a purpose. Think timing of tweet above verse last drops, House of Cards. Regarding Maggie, New York Times. Regarding WikiLeaks, Maggie drops regarding WikiLeaks attacks regarding Q. Do you believe in coincidences? Be extremely vigilant in December. See something, say something. Extreme panic in D.C. Where we go one, we go all. All right, moving up here to $24.99. We just did that one. What did I just read? $24.99. We're getting a repost of $24.99 here. So this is 2,500. Fake MAGA. Beware of bad people pretending to be good. This came at 8:06 last night, 20:06 military time. Post 2,500. We got a repost of what I just read. The D5, December 5th. Nothing can stop. Nothing. We got the Donald J. Trump Twitter here. So then we got Corsi arrowing over to attempted it to infiltrate Q in the brackets. Mueller and Corsi. Corsi plea deal. There are bad people who pretend to be good. Reread drops regarding warnings. New book by Trump advisors alleges that the president has embedded enemies. So we know there was people placed into the Trump campaign. There's a new book out about it, and that's what that link just kind of went to. Those in the brackets, most who left the White House did not have a choice, all right? A lot of the people that have left that we've been seeing leaving the D.C. area, they don't have a choice, all right? It may appear that they're, well, I'm just kind of tired of doing all this, and I'm going to go back home to, Utah and just live my life. No, they're being forced out. This is what we've said from the beginning. So those in the brackets, most who left the White House did not have a choice. Fake news, fake MAGA. All right, they're fake MAGA supporters. Transparency is the only way. Patriots United. Q. All right, we're going to go to 2501. A.G. Whitaker and OIG to release classified docs before or after Comey Lynch House testimony. This came at 8:55, 20:55 military time last night. All right, we got a September 15th repost here for context. Executive Order 13526, Section 1.7, classification, prohibitions, and limitations. All right, this is talking about classified information, or when you go to release something that, archived, some anything, between the FBI, DOJ, or some of these other agencies, and you want things released. And it tells you here, in no case shall information be classified and continue to be classified and maintained under the classification of classified or fail to be declassified in order to, 1, conceal violations of the law. That's not a reason to keep something classified. Well, if we show this, then it shows our crimes. Inefficiency or administrative error. So you can't, 1, keep anything done in this manner, to conceal your inefficiency, to conceal violations of the law, or just a simply administrative error. All right, sorry about that. 2, prevent embarrassment to a person, organization, or agency. 3, restrain competition. Prevent or delay the release of information that does not require protection in the interest of national security. All right, under that blanket, we've got lots of things under the blanket of national security. Almost to the, and now we've found that they've been doing this, hiding things that are embarrassing to the organization. So here we got Whitaker, in conjunction with OIG, approved of the release of the classified docs 1 through 4 as requested by the House Committee and ordered by the President of the United States. Will the release occur prior to the scheduled testimony? List advantages. Will the release occur past scheduled testimony? List advantages. If those testifying know select classified docs will become public, self-incrimination, how might that alter or change their testimony? So think about it. If you're getting ready to go testify in front of Congress, and you know the story in your head, and maybe this guy over here knows, the people involved, and you know what you know. And then you know that something's going to get released after you go. All of you are going to go say what you got to say in the mic, and then maybe a day or two later, actual facts will come out. Now, if you're in control, I can say whatever I want, and I know that those papers won't come out, and it's okay to lie, I guess. This is their situation, all right? So if those testifying know that secrets are, select classified stuff's going to come out and be released, self-incriminating possibly, how might that change their testimony? Are they going to change what they say to match up to what they, what's already on paper, what's already on record? You better bet your bottom dollar. DC has become rat infested. Got an article here. All right, the President, Executive Order 13526, classified national. So this is the Barack Obama. We know that he signed this in. Classification, prohibitions, and limitations. In no case shall information be classified, continue to be maintained, classified, or fail to be classified in order to, we just went over this, 1, conceal violations of the law, inefficiency, or just to cover up an administrative error. Prevent embarrassment to a person, organization, or agency. 3, restrain competition. Or 4, prevent, delay the release of information that doesn't require to be put under the broad blanket of the interests of national security, all right? Does the UK stand with the US or only select divisions within the US? Does Australia stand with the US or only select divisions within the US? Select small fractions. Will immediate actions be publicly taken within each country to reunify the bond that was once held prior to Classification 9? Koala in the brackets. All right, last one here. 2502. POTUS has the authority to secure the border due to national security threat. This came at 9:37 p.m. last night, or 21:37 military time. Border security equals national security. Fiscal year 2019 defense spending bill. All right. President Donald J. Trump signed a $1.3 trillion spending bill on March 23rd, 2018. That includes a $160 billion boost in defense spending over 2 years, reversing years of decline and unpredictable funding. Here's the video for that. So we got the National Defense, also the NDAA, all right? It's been around for a long time, but what if the White House fails? What if the House fails prior to majority change? What vested authority does the Constitution grant a sitting president regarding matters of national security? Thank you, Mr. Soros. All right, so just like Trump, so typically presidents will make executive orders when they can't get something done, when they can't get enough votes. That goes right around everything. A majority of the people are saying, no, Mr. President. And then, boom, they do an executive order. So Trump did one on, we know that December 21st, 2017, an executive order looking into crimes against humanity. All right, and that covers so many things. It talks about being able to take all their property, seize their property and all their monies and bank accounts if they found to be guilty of these crimes against humanity. That covers lots of things, folks. Why would you put an executive order in? And then that created a national security issue for crimes against humanity within the country here. You get to operate in elevated manners, all right? So if you look at what Trump's actually done and what other presidents have done, typically the minute you put an executive order in, you're working under that, off of that law now, or what you did to subvert the laws, but you're working. And once it becomes a national security issue and you got an executive order in on things, you're elevated, all right? You can make special committees, you can get a special crew together, the funding's there. You can, you don't have to go to your traditional agencies and say, hey, we all know that there's been lots of child abuse and, human trafficking, crimes against humanity. We need you guys to look into those a little bit better. Oh, okay, Mr. President. And if you think these agencies might be corrupt with a couple of people at the heads of them, working together with this whole system to get kids out of here. I mean, this is what it takes, folks. This is what we've been told. Got a little nose thing going on here, a little, just congestion, I guess. So we're learning that this is a vast thing, all right? You don't just, if there are kids getting siphoned out of this country, humans getting siphoned out of this country, God bless, but we know it's happening. How does it happen? Is it just some random bad guy that grabs people by the head and runs out of the country with them? This is a pretty well executed system. Lots of wheels, lots of grease, lots of people involved in key positions, key places. So if you got this one guy, one or two person over here, one or two over here, down at the actual border there, and Long Beach or something in that area, you got a couple of insiders. All right, folks, you don't think that, like we talked about, it's worked that way for years. All right, we've had illegals here trying to beat the system. All right, it's no issue to get an insider, somebody that's come from Mexico possibly. They actually did it the right way. They apply for a border security job, and then they might, help the bad guys. They might have been a bad implement, well, Johnny, or Juan, you're good. You get to the U.S., do it the legal way, get into schooling, get into the border patrol, and then you're going to help the cartel do things that you can. I mean, and it's only one man, but that we know how that works. That's a better, really thought out way, okay? And that happens. Not all the time, not every single person, but it has happened. That yes, there has been bad people working for the border, allowing things to happen. Our BMVs around the country to get licenses, they quit, most of them handing out license that day, that they get printed in the building, and then they hand it to you. We get, you go down, you get your picture taken, and then that ID comes in the mail a week later. It comes from the headquarters of the state where they want to verify a few more things, and that takes it out of the locals' hands, somebody that could have worked there. Now, you could have a corrupt person working upstate and still getting that out, but it's less and less of a chance when around the whole state you had multiple little offices and lots of people, and some of them just wouldn't ask for the right credentials and give you a license anyway. And then you'd find out that, they're getting tons of money out in town from a certain group to make sure that when people came in, they got their licenses. All right. So scams are everywhere. We're aware of them. And that's the whole thing, folks. All right. Why would Trump have these executive orders put into play against these very bad people if he didn't plan on doing it? All right. You look at past administrations, Obama, Bush, Clinton, keep going back and back, and you're going to see if executive orders were put in that they basically we started operating under these, whatever was wanted or granted immediately. You don't put an executive order in for nothing, just for fun. All right. So you look at Trump's, a couple of them, but the December 21st one of 17 over what I'm talking about. We go 4 years with him, 8 years with him. The next sitting president, like, my first order of business is to get rid of this humanitarian, like that's the worst thing that this guy's got going on. So he gets rid of it. And then as a population, we can argue with that guy a year later. Hey, that you took that executive order away. You acted like it was really a big deal. And now we got people missing out of the U.S. again. Well, we're working on that. We can be like, no, it was already fixed. You're destroying it. You're doing something, and we could all see it very clearly. The numbers are going back up, bud. You've got lax at the border. You took away that executive order. It's not a crisis anymore, or national security. And then you open up some loopholes in the fence. And that's why it's happening again. We don't need you to make it worse and then pitch to us that you're going to help fix it. It's already been fixed, possibly. This is just hypothetical, folks, but you get what I'm saying here. Lots of presidents will come in. Trump even ran off. I'm going to get rid of and reverse what Obama did. Well, you wouldn't reverse something that's positive. All right. That's my whole point. So, all right, let's do a last little update here. All right, 2502 is the last post we got from the queue at 9:37 last night again. All right, November 25th at 9:37 p.m. That's 21:37 military. All right, just wanted to read these to you, folks. We hitting the 20-minute mark like normal. I like to keep these short and sweet for you. If there's anything more, any more breaking Q drops, updates, breadcrumbs, we'll bring them back to you. Make sure you check in here. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Take a look in the description box. Other than leaving a comment, take a look in the comment section. It's great. Some of the greatest patriots around the globe, around the country, right here on the Patriot Hour, part of our channel, part of the movement, to help you, to guide you, point you in the right direction. Leave an article, leave a video link. Check it out, folks. You can do the same thing. All right, do your research and come back, leave comments, and help others. That's what it's really all about. We're in this together, researching and doing all the work and connecting all the dots. I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you worldwide, and we'll see you back here real soon on the next Patriot Hour update video. Have a great morning into your afternoon.